Hi guys, I thought I might introduce you to a few of the cows on an individual basis and tell you a little bit about their breeding. Take a look at this cow right here in front of us, the red one in the centre of the screen. She's a Hereford and she's a pretty typically Hereford looking cow. She's probably a little bit lighter framed than a lot of Herefords in that she's not as big and chunky, but yeah, she's a Hereford. If we take that black cow there, she's probably got a more typically Hereford frame to her, or a little bit closer to typical Hereford. She's actually, I'm just trying to remember her family tree, she'd be 3/4 or 7/8 Hereford, and the other quarter or 1/8 is Friesian. So yeah, she's what we call a white face in New Zealand, a Hereford Friesian cross. This cow here is actually one of my daughter's calf club calves, and she's actually not a beef cow at all. She's an Ayrshire, which is a Scottish dairy breed, and she's obviously a lot lighter framed. You know, she's a lot more sort of, I think the term's gracile. Lovely cow, good temperament, and when we use a Hereford bull over her, she throws a lovely Hereford looking calf. And because she's a dairy cow, she feeds that calf really well. She has great milk producing abilities. This is another calf club calf. This cow's name is Inky, and Inky is a Speckle Park Friesian cross animal. So Inky's dad was from a stud called Maungahina, which is down the Wairarapa, and she was born on a dairy farm just up the road here. So she's a little bit like some of these other cows. She's got that dairy genetics, so she's good milk producer, and beef genetics, so she throws a good calf. This is Cinnamon, and Cinnamon is yet another calf club calf. Her lineage is, her mum was a Friesian from a farm nearby, and her dad, she was actually born through artificial insemination. Her dad was a Charolais, so she's a Charolais Friesian cross, Friesian being dairy, Charolais being beef. Now her dad was from a reasonably famous stud down in the South Island called Silverstream. They're actually a Charolais and Hereford stud. The farmer we bought her off, he bought a few Charolais straws to put in selected cows that he didn't want to keep for replacement. This black cow, centre of the screen, she's a little bit interesting. She's one of our few straight dairy cows again. She's actually a Friesian Jersey cross, and she's getting on quite a bit. She'd be 15, maybe 16 years old now. So I guess you could say we bought her second hand or bought her used. She's really a bit of an outlier. She's not the kind of cow that I'd like, but because she's such a faithful old girl and she just keeps popping out calves, and she just does such a great job every year of rearing the calf that she has, we sort of hold on to her. Yeah, now one day she's probably going to show up empty and I'll have to make a hard decision about her then, but as it stands, she just keeps having calves, and yeah, she keeps putting off that day where I have to make a hard decision. Cow here, she's again one of these beef dairy crosses. So her mother would have been a Friesian, her dad would have been a belted Galloway. Not sure of sort of where exactly she came from. I bought a line of cattle like this, and I can't quite remember why I kept her, but keep her I did. Again, she keeps popping out a calf pretty faithfully. She does a good job. She's mental, pretty aggressive when she's got a calf, but I kind of like that. Means she wants to look after the calf. And last but not least, this cow here, her name's Bella, another calf club calf. So her family tree is, she's an Angus Friesian cross, so she's a dairy beef cross again. She's a lovely little cow. So Angus are sort of quite a diverse breed. I'm guessing her family tree is that she's from a smaller strain. She's a pretty small stature sort of cow. She milks absolutely fantastically, so every year she does a great calf, and we like having her on board. So this is Lucy. Lucy weighs in at just a fraction under 700 kilos.